They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast shit. As if they make the wrong move it coast shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my devotion. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Woo, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the soap. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast shit. As if they make the wrong move it coast shit. Coming up on my devotion.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Hit the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you do in life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast shit. As if they make the wrong move it coast shit. See me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my devotion.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
No time, man, shit. Make sure you let these niggas know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on this motherfucker. Let these niggas know what time it is, you understand? We royalty.
King Ty really one of the realest. I survive drive-bys from them killers. Like I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I said fine wine with them bitches. I'm spitting fire bombs in your city. I got like 8 or 9 niggas with me. And we all ready to die in a minute. One West, we the best in the business. I get offended, I fuck niggas spend it. Talking they get it, but niggas is timid. Rappers is softer than linen. Catch me out parking lot pimping. What more could I give them? I've been the hottest forever. Why would I lie about cheddar? I could do better. I just put loyalty first. Royalty coming whenever. Pull off in the Jetta. Curvy, she on me, you sweater.
My flow like wearing a sweater in summertime weather. Hate is so salty, no pepper. You not that seasoned or clever. I'm with the rebel. Used to pump bass with the treble. Baking a cake in a kettle. I used to cook up the work. Now I just cook with the metal. Gotta keep foot to the pedal. Yeah, let me give it gas on the highway. Let the music blast on the calm day. Break the Glock down into three parts. Put the three together like my Najee. Just like Bombay with my enclave. Got my mind made. Ain't no time waste. Eating prime steak with a fine date at a fine place. Getting violated.
Hey, listen. I already told these niggas. You understand? I call him King Ty. He say, what's up? I say, what's good, my lord? Listen, he like, listen. These niggas ain't ready for none of this. You understand? I said, listen, if the nigga ain't one West, he ain't got it on his arm or his chest. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. It's just me and my niggas. We royalty, yeah.
I got the hammer, you running, man. Come through your window like brother man. Snapping your neck like a rubber band. Talking my jaw like the sun is saying. He told me murder you rappers. Uppercut sinking you vertical actors. Y'all got me coming with verbal attackers. I might attack you type physical too. So y'all be rhyming the way y'all be shining. I'm blinding these rappers like Mr. Magoo. These haters miserable, we indivisible. Look at these haters like they got no clue. They hold up ones in them W's. Really, bro, don't get too comfortable. If you ain't cut from the cloth, co-signed by the boss, then we do not fuck with you. Cause you wouldn't last here. I told you the same shit last year.
Already told.
Keep talking that trash, I have a car come kick your ass
You
in.
already know.
Your jaw like glassware. We pull up, not rocking no mask there. Don't care if you spot us, you know how you got us. It's over, you saying your last prayer.
Most High Christ. Shalom, shalom. Most High Christ. Go ahead, clap it up. All right. If everyone can hear me, please press 1W, please. Give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 second. There we go. Priest and Officer Kakum Gabar. What's going on, mighty man? Shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Yeah, about seeing that shop right. What's going on, other one?
Not much. How you feeling, Priest?
Oh man, I'm too wild.
Most High Christ. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, yep.
Can y'all see me pretty good?
Come.
Most High Christ. Let's get into it. Kakum. Shalom. Hold on, Salakia. All right, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathun Bashem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. I'm Priest and Officer of 5,000 Malak, and I'm the camp leader here in Kansas City. And tonight is the Wednesday night law class, and I'm here with none other than Priest and Officer of 500 Kakum Gabar. Most High Christ. Go ahead, Kakum Gabar. Introduce yourself, all right?
Yeah, this Priest and Officer Kakum Gabar coming to you live from Des Moines, Iowa. You know, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Ready to put it in real quick with Officer Malak. You know what I mean?
Right.
Put it down for this truth.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right. Most High Christ. Go ahead, clap it up. I clap it up.
Yep.
All right. As you can see, Kakum, we got a good class tonight. Now, Salakia, let me go ahead and salute the sisters and brothers checking in. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Bashem Yahweh Shah. You understand? To the sisters Arai and to all the other sisters that will be checking in, right? Tonight, Kakum. So I know a couple of Wednesdays ago we mentioned how we'll be going over how to stop child molestation in the Black and Hispanic communities. We're going to go over how to end child molestation. I'm going to speak to you about that after class, right? I'm going to be messaging you this week and throughout the week and this weekend about a series. We're going to make it a 4-part series, and we're going to do it one Wednesday after the other. And we're going to advertise it very well so brothers and sisters can check into that class. But me and you, I'm going to talk to you about what we need to do, but we're going to make sure we make that a series, and we're going to get a dates scheduled so we can make it a series. So it could be the How to Stop Child Molestation series, class series for the Wednesday night law class for both Kansas City and Iowa. And then on my Sunday history class, I'm going to do a history of oppression. It's going to be called, Salaki, I got it in my notes. Let me see what I titled it. Evolution of Oppression could come. Y'all don't want to miss that. That will also be a 4-part series, right? So these two things here we got going on in Kansas City and Iowa. Do not forget about Iowa. You understand? Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema Bashem Yahweh Shah. What's going on, sis? How you feel? How you sisters and brothers feeling out there? Right? So now, in fact, let me ask the brothers and sisters that are watching class could come. How is things going in the world today? Right? How are things feeling? How are you feeling in the world today? with everything that's taking place, with everything that's taking place in the world today, with Donald Trump, that oppressor, the president of the United States of America, he is the devil the Bible speaks of. And all he knows is how to oppress, Kakam. Just like his forefathers, just like Cain, just like Esau, the only thing he knows how to do is oppress. And he is oppressing blacks and Latinos in America. And what he's done is he's unleashed the National Guard and the FBI to come and take over all of these black and brown cities across the United States. How are you brothers and sisters feeling out there? How y'all doing out there, man? And that's a sincere question. I want to know how you brothers and sisters in these other cities like Des Moines, cities like Kansas City, St. Louis, Detroit, Chicago, DC, New York, Harlem, LA, Watts, Louisiana, New Orleans. How are you doing out there, brothers and sisters? How y'all feeling, man? Right? If you are paying attention to what's going on in the world today, you see the crime increase. You see the pestilences, sicknesses, and diseases increase. You see the stock market, right? The stock market, every day I look at that stock market, it goes down more and more every day. More and more every day, that stock market is about to crash. It's on the precipice of another 1923 Great Depression-like symptom in the stock market. NASDAQ and Dow Jones, right? NSDY. This whole oppressor, this devil, he is literally ruined the economy of the world. Donald Trump, he's ruining the economy of the earth. Not just America, the planet Earth, right? And so I'm just looking at all of the things that's taking place, and you can't help but to go back to Matthew, the 24th chapter, on how everything Christ said is going to happen is happening. And what I would like to do is ask blacks and Hispanics, how is the condition of your people out there? How are you doing out there? The sister says, Shalom, sir, happy to continue to the wickedness of our oppression. He can't hide his true colors, and hopefully these things will get our people in the truth. Give the sister a hand, Kakam. Give the sister Shalom a hard hand. Right? I know what you meant, sis. It ain't no sweat. Continue to see. I got you, sis. Right? We pray that our oppressors reign on this earth will bring all of God's people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to flood this truth. But while you're in the world, I want to ask brothers and sisters this question. And this is a question you can take out. You and Salakia, Tazan, you and Tazan can take out into the streets of Des Moines could come. I want y'all to take out into the streets if you would like. Ask black people how their condition is. Ask them how they're feeling on a day-to-day basis. Are they working 2 slaves? Do they have to work 2 jobs, 3 jobs just to make ends meet? Is life better now for them than it was in the past? You get an older black or Hispanic person who is 40, 50, they've lived through a few generations, right? They are able to tell you, is life better now or was it better in the past? Was life better during the 90s when you only had to work 1 job? Or was life always this terrible? That's something that's important to know in the last days to come. Do you want to know why? Do you brothers and sisters want to know why? Because if blacks and Hispanics are feeling the pressure of oppression, if we're feeling the pain and the turmoil of oppression, you know what that means, right? You know what that means, don't you? That means that not only is Christ set to return soon, could come, but that means that the Christian church did not prepare our people for the turmoil, the crimes, the pestilence, and all of the violence that is taking place in the earth today. If black people, if Hispanic people could come, Gabar, say, well, man, times are worse now than I ever remember. Time is bad. We ain't never had the National Guard deployed to our cities on a mass scale across the country. We have never seen the amounts of floods that we have. There have never been a COVID-22 in our lifetime. Right, Kakam? There has never been the bubonic plague in our lifetime. Not in our great-great-grandparents' lifetime was there the bubonic plague. Right? Time is worse now. If black people and Hispanics tell you that, then you know what that means, don't you? That means that we have a lot of work to do in the UPK Act. That means that the Christian church has failed the black and Hispanic community. It's failed us. The Christians, your black politicians, They have all failed us. Why? Because if you were prepared for times like this, you wouldn't feel the effects of oppression the way you do. You understand, Kakum?
Kind of one calm.
If you asking these brothers and sisters out there, is times bad or was it better? Were they better in the past or now? And they say, you know what? Times are terrible. I would rather go back to the 90s. That means the Christian church has failed you, which means what? How could you fish them in? Well, listen, you need to come into the UPK because since 1969, we have been preparing our people for times like this. I think today could come. There was an oppressor who was so-called transgender or LGBTQ in, where was it? Could come Massachusetts?
No, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, right here in the Midwest, right in Minnesota, the state above you could come. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, a oppressor gunned down a school full of children like they always have done. Right? He gunned down a school full of children. He gunned down a school full of children, unalived 2 and injured 17 plus in a Catholic school where the children are praying. The children were praying at a mass service to their God, to the Catholic God, and some deranged oppressor gunned children down in the school like they have been doing since the 90s, Kakum Gabar. There is something fundamentally wrong with our oppressor, Kakum Gabar, and the Christian church never taught black people that. The Christian church didn't equip you for the end times. Well, I have a lesson tonight. Lord allow, we'll get through to your thick skull on why you should learn how to sacrifice, why you need to sacrifice, what you need to sacrifice, and how you sacrifice. We're going to go over that tonight. What are you sacrificing to serve the Lord? Because contrary to popular belief, the Lord requires something of us in order for us to receive his protection. The Most High God is not he's not a woman, right? He's not a mother. You could do anything in your life and your mother will still love you. That's not the Most High God. The Lord is a perfect father, and he requires something of his children in order for you to gain the blessings and the protection that the Most High God will give us if you do the thing he said to do. We're going to get into that tonight. That is tonight's topic, right? That is tonight's topic. Go ahead. I see you on there.
Yeah. So his name was Robert Westman.
Yes.
And he changed his name to Robin Westman. And he went up in there. Yeah, kind of one kind. He went up in there with the blaze of glory of all wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And gunned down children at the Catholic school in Minneapolis. He killed 2 children and wounded, I want to say, about like 15, 17 people. And then on his guns, he had things written on them, like Israel must fall. Where's your God now? Like on the magazines. On the magazines, he had kind of similar to remember the Edomite that went and that Edomite that killed the what was it? The United Healthcare CEO. You know how?
What's his name? I know who you're talking. Mangione, Luis Mangione.
Yeah. So right here, he done wrote all names on there.
Yeesh. Look at that thing, Kakum. Look at that thing to the left of the screen.
He looked like Elephant Man. Remember the movie Elephant Man?
God, I remember. Yikes. That is, it could come if I may. That is who the Christian church taught us to love.
Right.
This devil, Robert, whatever, Westman, just like Peyton Gendron, just like Dylan Storm Roof and Jeffrey Dahmer and the BTK killer. This is who your church is teaching you to love. This bastard here. This bastard right here. Look at this thing here. Go back up, Kakum. Look at that monster there. That gives you nightmares. And this is who black women want to look like. to have white pale skin and blonde and red hair. That is who you want to. This animal right here. This is Cain in the Bible, black people.
Right.
This is Esau in the Bible. That is Esau right there. That is exactly how Esau is described in the Bible, Kakam. How spiritual is that? And just like his forefather, who was the devil, he is an expert hunter. He's an expert hunter. These white men in these woods with these guns who are confused as this devil is, they're just as confused. All of these veterans, white veterans. Brother, there was a Navy SEAL who was a SEAL Team 6 member, part of Dev Group for 17 years. He had a sex change when he got out of Dev Group. A sex change. He's just like this devil right here. Look at that thing right there.
That's Robin.
This is who your oppressor. This is who you are loving. This is who your Christian church teaches you to love. Go ahead, Kakar.
No, Salaka, yeah, because right here, this is where he's Robert. More so, because you can kind of see a little chin hair. And then right here, he done put the what's that girl, Shirley Temple? With the pigtails? Pippi Longstocking. He done put the Pippi Longstocking thing on his head.
What you know about Pippi Longstocking? Like, you old, could come. Pippi Longstocking. Yeah,
tell him my age.
That there is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Yep.
Look at that there. Look at this there. I can't wait for General Muhammad to break this down Thursday night, could come. All of you brothers and sisters, tune in to Thursday night's class this week with General 12 Shield General Muhammad. He's gonna break the whole thing down. And Lord allow tonight, Commander Juniana's, if you can see the ticker at the bottom, Commander Juniana's show tonight, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Yep. America on Fire with Commander Juniana. Right, and of course, Wednesdays you have Captain Mashak Mayum, Captain Naib Thak, Captain Gantam Yad, right, other captains, brothers, officers on there. Tune in, because I'm sure this is going to be broken down tonight, Kakam. And this is something that is very important for our people to realize, because we are living in the end times. And you can go through life now and think that all your life is about twerking on Instagram and making money, but you better be circumspect in these last days. You better sacrifice to the Most High God your power so that your children will be safe at school. So you will be safe in Walmart. You can be protected from this devil here. That is an animal. Put his picture back up on the screen, Kakam. Look at this animal right here, Kakam. This is Esau in the Bible. Put that picture up of not that one, the one. Yeah, you know which one I want. The one above that. Yeesh. Look at this devil here. That is Esau, brother. Idumia in the Hebrew. That is who that is. Adawam in the Hebrew. That is who Esau is, brother. That is who Esau is. I cannot wait for General Muhammad to break this down tomorrow night in Harlem, New York headquarters for the cookout at Marcus Garvey Park. I believe it's at Marcus Garvey Park this week in New York, in Harlem, New York. Right? Make sure you are there. Say it again.
They had to switch it up. It's at the I want to say it's like Thomas Jefferson Park or something.
Okay, no sweat.
Franklin Park.
Okay, no sweat. Listen, get that flyer, brothers and sisters. Go to Harlem, New York, and go up there and enjoy a wonderful time up there in the school, man, at the cookout, at the Harlem Cookout headquarters. That's headquarters, Jerusalem, Harlem. Right, and guess what? This devil here is not invited to the cookout.
He definitely won't.
Our oppressor is not. You won't have to be afraid of what's his name? Robin what?
Robin Westman.
When you go to a UPK cookout, you won't have to be afraid of people like Dylan Storm Roof and Robin Westlake. You won't have to worry about them, right? Because the Lord is with the UPK. You don't have to worry about oppressors. Because they're not invited into our cookouts like they're invited to your cookouts. Now think about that, Kakam. All on social media. Now this devil here, I bet this devil can sing or dance, Kakam. Now if he sang and danced, then he would have been invited to the cookout 2 weeks ago by black people on social media. Black TikTok would have invited this devil, Robin Westmer, to a black cookout, not in the UPK. You are not allowed to come into our cookouts. If you're African, white, Asian, if you're not a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, then you are not allowed into our cookouts. And that cookout is this weekend in Harlem, New York. Be there and listen to General Muhammad break this down. And tonight on America on Fire Black Watch, Commander Junior Honda's radio show, watch this because I know it's going to be heavy. This is going to be a heavy breakdown here. I want to listen. I'm going to listen to it like I do every Black Watch because I want to see what the hell is going on. You understand? I want to know what's going on, the breakdown, so I can break it down properly, could come. But this much I do know, could come, Gabar. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? Go ahead. What do you want to say?
No, I was saying that's right. But yeah, if I could see, and that's one thing that I'm so grateful about the UPK is because like whenever we have classes or whatever we do, we got men on Shamar. You know what I'm saying? Which is for people who don't know, on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? On security. You know what I'm saying? These Christian pastors and these Christian churches. Now theirs was a Catholic church.
Yes.
You know, but that's the mother of all Christendom anyway.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But you know, they think every God loves everybody, so they just up in there praying and not even paying attention to what's going on outside the malls. You know, and in the UPK, we're gonna be looking. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers on the lookout, you know what I mean? And of course, we ain't gonna allow the devil to come up in, like you said, the cookout class.
Hell no,
you know
we
what I
ain't
mean?
letting nothing like this come up in nowhere near us,
no,
nowhere. You better not come. I better not see a devil in arm's reach of you at camp looking like this. This thing here is a monster, brother. This thing here looks like, you remember the Goonies? Anybody old enough? You remember the Goonies? Don't this look like that monster that they kept in the basement on the Goonies could come?
Yeah, kind of what kind?
What was his name on the Goonies? Do you remember?
Oh man, I forgot his name.
Oh,
I just remember that motherfucker was ugly as hell.
Watch your mouth, watch your mouth.
Oh, Sly.
God, yes. Yeah. He was ugly as hell, just like that oppressor. The Bible says the wicked are estranged from the womb. That is that white man is something about him. The Lord designed him to need a man to rule over him. Let's get in these comments real quick. It comes to like it. Shalom, Sister Bashama in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Yahweh Shemala Tabashim Shah. Sister says, you damn right. Subscribe. Give Sister Zara a hand. Princess Zara a hand. Subscribe, like, and share. Bible Shah. Mommy Mariam. Sister Mommy Mariam said, damn right. Sister Yapashiar. Shalom, Sister Yapashiar. Yahweh Shema Allah Tabashim Shah. Most High Christ. Sister said they doing Tawab. Damn right. Sisters getting them likes, shares, and subscribes in here could come. Get the sisters a hand. Damn right. Sisters, y'all don't want nothing like this at the cookout, do y'all? I know for God's sake, you don't want nothing like this around you and your children. You don't want nothing like this around you and your kids. Well, go tell that to your Black Christian preachers. Sloth. Give your rib a hand. Now give Sister Shalom Nahar a hand. His name on the Goonies was Sloth. How she know that? She ain't a day over 22, ain't she? How she know that? Well says Most High Christ. Shalom Nahar. The sister said, absolutely not. They don't want no animal like that around them. Sloth was his name. The water, Sister Yapashiar. Right? The sisters is on it tonight. Most High Christ. Right? Like they are every night. Right? Let's get into the topic of sacrifice. Hold on. Let me see what the sister says. He looked like the movie The Mask from back in the day. I remember that, sis, with Jim Carrey, The Mask. He does. He looks like Esau in the Bible. That's what he looks like. He looks like, and this is for all of you Black Christians, all of you Latino Christians who love white people. This is who your God looks like in the Black Christian church. This is your God, Black people. While we're laughing and we're making jokes and making fun of what this oppressor looks like, when you close your eyes at night, when you think about who John 3:16 is referring to, this is who you're thinking about. When Christ said, whosoever, you're thinking about Peyton Gendron. You're thinking about this devil, Robin, whatever their last name is. This is who you think about when you think of whosoever in John 3:16. This devil is not who John 3:16 was talking about. This devil, Peyton Gendron, Jeffrey Dahmer, God has a punishment for them, for their crime against our people. This isn't who Christ loves. This isn't who God loves. This animal right here, Donald Trump. That's not who God loves, man. God loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And God requires from us a sacrifice. Give me that. Do you have the precepts I lined up for you? I sent to you. Could come.
Yeah, kind of what
It's all
kind.
your messenger. Okay, give me what I want. Give me the definition of sacrifice first. Because so many of our people believe that God is some woman and that you could just, do whatever you want to do. And God is still going to accept you like your mother does. You turned out to be a criminal and a whore and a pig, and your mom still loves you. That's not the Most High. The Lord requires something that your mommy doesn't, and that is a sacrifice to serve him. And we're getting into it right now. Let's get to what the word sacrifice means. The sister says that the one time. Oh, so like that was before your time. Well, listen, sis, nobody know how old I'm 5,000, sis. You understand? I'm 5,000. That's how old I am. I'm 5,000. You understand? I'm old. I'm ancient. I've been here a long time, sis. Just like you had. You understand? We've been here a long time, sis. So don't worry about that age. You understand? I'm 5,000. Yeah, it's a lot here. I looked every bit of it too, Kuko. Go ahead and read that definition, brother. Oh, no. So, like, give me the definition before you get the scripture. Give me the definition of sacrifice.
Oh, just a regular dictionary.
Give me before you get the precepts. Give me the definition on the dictionary on Google. You can ask Alexa, go to Google and look up the definition of the word sacrifice. All right. Okay, the water sis. Let me see. Yeah, give me the definition of the word sacrifice, Baba Kushai. Our people believe. Oh, mask. She ain't talking about. Okay, I see. The sister Yapashiar. She wasn't referring to Mask with Jim Carrey. She's referring to an old movie from back in the 80s. That was before my time, since I ain't that old. So like, I'm just messing with you. It was a movie called Mask. Not The Mask, but Mask. And I know what she's talking about. I have seen that movie, right? But ooh, yeah, Khan, good one, sis. That's exactly what that devil looks like. It looks scary. Whatever the hell it is, it looks scary. It looks like it shouldn't be around people. It shouldn't be in general population. It looks like it needs to be locked in some dungeon somewhere, just like that thing off of Mask and just like that thing off of the Goonies. Read what you got, Kakal.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different definitions, but the one I would say that would be most relevant to what we're talking about.
Read all of them. Read every last one of them from the top to the bottom. I need all of these because this is important to breaking this scripture or this topic down, Kakal.
Okay, kind of what kind? It says an act of slaughtering an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to God or to a divine or supernatural figure.
So the first definition of the word sacrifice is an act of slaughtering an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to the Most High. This is an offering to the Most High. This is an offering to a God or to a deity, to a supernatural figure. So that is sacrifice. Literally, you're sacrificing something, meaning you're slitting the throat of a living thing so that you're dedicating it. You're showing that this is what you're willing to do. You're giving this thing up. You're killing something. You're afflicting something to prove to the Lord your loyalty to him. You understand? It's devoted to him. It's showing that this is the thing I'm offering up to you. Keep going. Read the next one. Not an animal, person, or object. Go to an act of giving.
An act of giving up something value for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy.
Stop right there. That's the last one I want you to read. Those two are perfect. Read that last one again, Kakam.
An act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy.
An act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. That's what we need. Now, let's get into the scripture. Now, remember these definitions, brothers and sisters. That is the definition of what sacrifice is. That's sacrifice, to sacrifice something, offering something up to the Most High God, afflicting yourself, hurting yourself. Remember, you're sacrificing something that is worth something. Worth something, right? To get us started could come the first scripture I want you to get before you go to Abraham. Let's go to Leviticus. Let's go to the law. Give me the Leviticus scripture. The first Leviticus scripture I sent you, I believe, is 17, huh? Or no, not 17, 8.
Lie, you never sent me no Leviticus.
I never sent you Leviticus.
Nah, but you
I'm
said
sleeping on the job. Give me Leviticus chapter 8. Right? Give me Leviticus chapter 8. Let's go into the law, which is Leviticus, right? The entire Bible is books comprised of the laws of God. But the book of Leviticus literally means the law. This is the law of Moses. This is after we came out of Egypt. This is on our trek. I'm Salakia. This is after our trek out of Egypt. This is after the Exodus out of Egypt, which is why the book is called Exodus. Now we're in the book of Leviticus. This is now our home. We're in a land that is our home, that we can call our own, that we govern, that we run, that we rule, that is comprised of our people, and the laws are ours. This is the book of Leviticus. And so now the Most High God, after this time, right, we're in this land that's ours. We're creating a government. And this government needs what? Laws. And Moses gave us these laws, which is why it's called the law of Moses. In addition to the law that Moses gave us, the Lord required that Aaron, his brother, Moses' physical brother, who was his mouthpiece, who did mighty works for the Most High, he and his sons are now being raised up to be priests over Israel, which is the most important job any man can have. The most important job in this world is being a priest of the Most High God. That's the most important job. There are plenty of jobs out there could come. There are doctors and lawyers. There are electricians and plumbers and HVAC technicians. There are truck drivers. There are farmers. Those are all beautiful and wonderful jobs, and they all have their purpose. But there is no more important job than being a priest of God. And Aaron and his sons were the first priest over Israel. You understand? They were the first ones to be ordained, to be risen up, to be raised up, I should say, as priests. That's where we get our tradition of pouring the oil on our head to be raised up when we take that oath. This is what you're about to read now. Well, I'm not gonna have you read that. There's no reason for you to read it. I just broke that down. But I do want you to give me the sacrifices in Leviticus. Give me I think you need to start at chapter 7. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 7 and verse 5. All right. And let's read some of these sacrifices or these offerings. Go ahead, Kakuna.
Yeah, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 7 and verse 5. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Mm-hmm. It is a trespass offering.
So there were different. So, like, if I make a come, in our culture, there are different offerings to offer up to the Lord, right? Remember, this is before Christ. But now this is not the sin offerings. There are also sin offerings in the same book. In the same book of Leviticus, there are sin offerings, meaning if you stole something, there was a penalty you had to pay, and then you had to give the priest this. Excuse me, you had to go and sacrifice this, to offer this to the priest. Your best lamb, your best goat, your best whatever. It was required of you. But even if you do not sin, there was an offering that is required of Israelites. And the reason I'm having him start with Leviticus to show our people that sacrifice is a part of our culture. Now, remember this also, so you don't go be some nut like Dr. Umar. I don't know if you know this or not, Kakum Gabar, but in recent recent news, we just read and watched about the devil you just showed us that looked like the Goonies, that monster off the Goonies. That was international news. That was national, international, world headline news. Now in nigga news, right? In other news, Dr. Umar Johnson is a nut. He not only is he a nut, Kakum Gabar, Dr. Umar Johnson is a charlatan. He's a liar. He's a what do they call him? The prince of panhandlingism. He's a panhandler. He's broke, and all he is doing is begging money and having sex with all of these boys' mothers. Right? And he made a movie. There's a movie that General Hyman had brought out in Black Watch last Monday night. And I went and I saw the entire thing just for research purpose, just to see if I can break something down in it. And brother, it was ridiculous, Kakum. He, in the entire movie, General Hyman wasn't telling a story when he said the entire movie is Dr. Umar Johnson meeting some woman that she claims she needs help with her son. And then he goes and have sex with her. And that's the entire movie.
Right.
Okay. Now, why am I bringing Dr. Umar Johnson up? Because when I use the word sacrifice, I don't mean like that idiot Dr. Umar Johnson who literally sacrifices goats on some altar he has in his mother's house. Dr. Umar Johnson still lives with his mother, y'all, if y'all don't know that. There was a woman here in Kansas City, Missouri, that he called the throat goat. The one he said was chewing on his rod. She's in Kansas City, could come. Surprise, surprise. Right? She's from Kansas City, Missouri. And she said on Tasha K's show that when he went out, when he flew her out there to take care of his mom, she said he had a back room that was filthy out. That was absolutely filthy with flies and just disgusting. Allegedly. And she says because he admitted to this. He admitted to having this altar, and he also admitted to being what is that religion that those Africans are? It's some religious spirituality belief that he is. Oh, what is it called?
It's like I free us. I forgot the
something
name
like that. Something like that. And this is what she said that he says he does. She says that he slaughters goats on this altar in his mama's house in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he doesn't clean it up. He offers it up to the gods of Ogun and Shogun and all of these retarded, silly, fake, false idols. And she said it was flies everywhere in his mama's house. Stunk because he just got dead goats and goat blood all on this goddamn room like some African animal. Like some goddamn primitive animal. That's Dr. Umar Johnson, who you were sending money to every month for a school that doesn't exist. So when I use the word sacrifice, I'm not referring to sacrifice in this class like that idiot Dr. Umar Johnson. There was a time we sacrificed goats and sheep and the ewe lamb, the first without blemish. That's true. That's absolutely true. But when I've mentioned sacrifice in this class, I'm not telling no one to go out and get a sheep and a goat and a lamb and slit their throat. What I mean by sacrifice is you offering up something to the Lord. You afflicting yourself. You suffering to honor and to serve the Most High. That's what sacrifice is in the Bible as well. And that's the sacrifice I'm referring to. So now, understanding that, now read what you got, Kakum.
Go back at verse 5. And the priest shall burn them upon the altar for an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a trespass offering. Verse 6. Every male among the priests shall eat thereof. It shall be eaten in the holy place. It is most holy. Verse 7. As the sin offering is, so is the trespass offering. There is one law for them. The priest that maketh atonement therewith shall have it. And
you can stop there, Kakum, right? I believe brothers and sisters understand the point. Everyone gets the point that what? Sacrifice is a part of our culture. It's a part of the law of God to sacrifice. Everyone understand? Now let's get into it more. Give me what you were about to read earlier in the book of Genesis with circumcision. This is something also that our people, a lot of our people, because of social media and a lot of misunderstanding and from Western culture and from our oppressor, the lies of the Christian church, a lot of our people don't understand circumcision, the point of it, the purpose of it. We're going to break it down now. And this is a part of, this is just examples of sacrifice in the Bible. Go ahead and give me what you got. I believe it's in the book of Genesis, could come. And that I do remember sending you. Do you have it already up?
Yeah, kind of come.
Okay.
But in Genesis 17:9, and the Most High said unto Abraham, "Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore."
So this is
thou,
a covenant with the Most High. Remember that. This is a covenant with the Most High. Keep going.
Therefore, thou and thy seed after thee and their generations.
So this, what we're reading about, is circumcision. Now, this is Adam, the man in the Bible that we're about to read about is, I'm sorry, not Adam, Abraham, right? Abraham in the Hebrew. And this is what the Most High God is making a covenant. This is who the Most High God is making a covenant with Abraham, right? Abraham. And this is the covenant of what? Circumcision. Circumcision. And the Most High God said unto Abraham, "Thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thy seed after thee in their generations forever." Right? And their generations means for all time. Right? This is the covenant. Keep going.
And if I could, this kind of going off subject, but
go ahead.
Just thinking about it, this is a cut to all these old so-called blackity black groups. Speaking of Dr. Umar Johnson and all these like atheists and et cetera, because a lot of America and some other Western civilizations, they practice circumcision. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And where do they get that from? There's nowhere else where you get that from.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So they try to say the Bible's fake, et cetera, but you'll go down and when you have a baby, you get the young man child circumcised. You know what I mean? Not everybody does it, but you know, most I mean, who knows? But I'm just saying
civilization, yeah.
God. But like that just kind of ran across my mind real quick.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. And that comes from the Bible. Like you said, it's nowhere else in anyone else's culture. This is the Israelites' custom. You understand? Circumcision. This is what, and now we're going to speak about what it really is. Why is this happening? Why is the Lord requiring for this thing to? Let's read what it is first, and then we're going to break it down. Go ahead, keep reading.
Come. Thou and thy seed after thee in their generations. Verse 10. This is my covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised.
Every man child. So this is only pertaining to boys. What is circumcision? Read. So we know who it pertains to. It pertains to Abraham and all of his male descendants. Okay, keep going.
And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin.
Brothers and sisters, brothers know this. Sisters, foreskin is the skin when you without being graphic. Let me use scientific terms. The male members, his rod, I guess is not a medical term could come, but on a man's rod, he has skin, extra skin. Every boy is born with extra skin over his rod, right? Circumcision is a doctor, a physician, pulling that extra skin off and literally cutting that extra skin off of a male's penis. Off of a penis. That is what circumcision is. It's taking a foreskin and clipping that skin. That is what circumcision is. Right? And it says, every man child among you shall be circumcised. And read, keep going.
And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin.
You shall
And
circumcise the flesh. Though we know circumcise is cutting. You're cutting the flesh, the extra skin off of your rod. Keep going.
And it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you.
And it shall be a what?
A covenant.
Nope.
The covenant.
And it shall be a token.
Oh, yes,
it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. This is very important to the Lord. It's very, very important to the Most High God, right? You can go down to, and he that is 8 days old, every man, right? We get that. Stranger, he that is born in thy house. Okay, go down to verse 14. We see, if you read ahead up here on the screen, this is throughout all the generations, right? This is the covenant, everlasting covenant. And this here is a covenant throughout all the generations of Abraham, which means forever. Yeah, forever. It never ends.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 14, and the uncircumcised man child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He had broken my covenant.
Now, you see that? This is very important to the Lord. Everyone understand? This is very important to the Most High. Remember when King David went to fight against the Philistines, when he went to go fight against Goliath, he called them uncircumcised Philistines. Why is that a derogatory term in our nation, in our culture? Because being uncircumcised is likened unto being a heathen. You see that bastard that shot those kids up that we pulled up earlier that looks like something off the Goonies? That's an uncircumcised Philistine. Some bastard who does not have the laws of God, who is not an Israelite. It is very important, your bloodline. See, America in this world makes you forget about the racial pride that you're supposed to have. Every race of people takes pride in who they are, their language, their culture. You go to China, they have a rich culture. They have a rich culture full of language, their Great Wall, the Huns, which is the preponderance of the Moabite people. You had the Mongols, who the Great Wall was built to protect China against, the mainland. But that bastard Genghis ended up conquering them too, like he did everyone else. And those are Chinese people. The Moabites are Chinese people. And they have an amazing, rich culture for them and their people. And it's beautiful for them. They have a God for their people. They have a language for their people. They have laws for their people, a military for their people. The Russians have their own language, which, by the way, if it were not for that African Alexander Pushkin, who created the Russian language, the Russians will be speaking French because of the Franco-Persian Wars, right? The Russians, they study Alexander Pushkin in their schools. They study him. He was a famous Russian poet who invented the Russian language. And they study him. They love that language. Privyet, Kodilok, Eresho, Erebota, Wochai. They love their language. They love their culture of Moscow and how the buildings are built in Russia. Those are unique buildings to them. They have a language they love. They have a people they love. They have their own rich culture. The Africans have a rich culture of their own African dumb gods. You see, Dr. Umar Johnson wants to be like them. He wants to sacrifice goats like a primitive Tarzan African. They have their own stupid gods of stupid animals that they serve and worship. The Egyptians did. They have a language to themselves. Everyone is allowed to have racial pride, except for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are the only people on the earth that cannot have racial pride, or else it is considered bad. It's considered evil. It's considered reverse racism, whatever the hell that is. If you were looking for an oxymoron, look up reverse racism for Black people. They say we were reverse racist because we say we have Black pride, Latino pride, Viva la Raza, because we have the power to the people fist that keep the man off your neck. Hey, stay righteous, brother. Give me some dap. Give me some pound on the side that's brown. That's a spirit that is lost in our people. That was a culture of our people at one time. I say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. King Solomon said, I am black but comely. He was talking to those sisters he was married to and said, I'm black and beautiful. Come and holler at your boy. With a Hebrew on the top of his head, a beard like a Cumber bars, the shield, his name around him full of gold and diamonds. He was shining on niggas could come. That was King David and King Solomon. He was shining on niggas could come. You understand? With the gold teeth and the gold crowns. And we have a culture too that we are supposed to be proud of. But we are not allowed to be proud of our culture. We're not allowed to be proud of who we are. We're not supposed to have any racial pride here in this place. We have to love people who look like that devil who shot up that Catholic school today. We have to love Donald Trump. We have to love America and pledge allegiance to the flag. We have to let bygones be bygones and forego all of the atrocities that have been committed against us by our oppressor. That is what we are expected to do. We're expected to love our oppressor. Go ahead, Kakum. You had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, if I could, Salakia, what you're bringing out is heavy, but not alone are we not allowed, but also the so-called black man, woman, Native American man, et cetera, we're ashamed of it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, like, when I go around, or, when we do our Passover, et cetera, we be in our glorious apparel, our garments, the beautiful sisters got their head covered, you know what I'm saying? We got on our fringes, et cetera, we take honor in that, being in the truth. But out here in the world, they be like, why you dressed like that? Woo, woo, woo. Why you gotta, they want to show their ass and Salakia, their behinds and this and this and that. When we say it's our culture, but guess what? When they go, take trips to Dubai and over here and over there, they be so quick to want to dress like them. You know what I'm saying? It's like Eve and them in the garden after they found out they were naked or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They sold fig leaves. They put on another culture. You know what I'm saying? So we're quick to want to put on someone else's culture, but when we try to show you our true culture, you know what I'm saying? Even though, yes, like God forbid we come back to our true culture, but even with that, you know what I'm saying? People be ashamed of it at the same time. Salaki, I yield on that.
Give the brother a hand. You are absolutely right. Well said, Kakumbar. Well said. You're absolutely right, and that is the truth, which is why Isaiah 45:17 says what? That we are going to be saved in the world where we will not be ashamed. A world without end. That's what it says in the Bible. We won't be ashamed of who we are. We won't be ashamed of our nigga noses that we get chopped off once we get money like Michael Jackson and Serena's and Venus Williams. We won't be ashamed of our dark skin that we bleach like that brother Sammy Sosa. We won't be ashamed of our nigga hair where we got to flat iron it and comb it to straighten it out to look like that white oppressor who killed those children in that school today. That's who has straight stringy dog hair. Oppressors, not La Raza, not Ephraim. You understand? Not the speckled bird of Israel. We have all types of shades and brown skins that God loves and that we are supposed to take pride in, but we can't. We don't. We're ashamed. We're ashamed and we feel bad about it, and we're made to feel bad about it through oppression. Well, this is one part of our culture that we should take pride in, Kakum. Circumcision. That is a part of our culture. And this is why it is so important, and this is why it is so beautiful. Because the Most High God requires a young infant, baby, newborn boy to suffer. To suffer. And you see now, there are videos that I could have sent you today of black women in specific, black women who want to get away from circumcising their son because they believe that it is primitive. They believe like Moses' wife, who was an African, a heathen woman, They believe that it is primitive and it is violent. It's bloody. That's why she said, "Oh, thou bloody man," because you cutting the foreskin off of this baby. Brother, have you ever held a baby boy could come? I've done
Yeah,
it
come
4
on.
times in my life with 4 of these rascals I got running around here. They give you a run for your money, could come.
Right.
These boys here, I've been there in the room where they get the circumcision. It's rough, right?
Right.
And all the screaming and the holler. Now they have things they can put and give the baby boy for a sedative. We didn't have that long time ago. Just like when I was probably still a baby, there was probably no sedatives in my time. Yours, let alone you. You circumcised back 30, 40 years ago. There was a baby boy was hollering and screaming for his mother because you're cutting the foreskin off of his penis. That is beautiful, Kakam. You know why? Because the Most High God, from the time this baby boy is fresh out of his mother's womb, he is dedicated to serving the Most High God.
That's right.
It is his mark. It is the Lord's mark on this boy that he is an Israelite. This boy wants to serve the Most High God. Why? How do you know? This is what women don't understand, Kakam. This is what mommies do. They just see the hurt and pain of their baby. You know what the mama say? Give me my baby. Give me my baby. And that's what she's supposed to do. She's a woman, right? I'm not coming against sisters for being feminine and for being women. No, be that. Be a mommy. That's perfect. That's beautiful. That's who you are. But you know what's so beautiful about that baby boy crying, and he has to heal up, and he has that foreskin of his penis circumcised. You're saying to the Most High God, this baby boy belongs to you. How? This is my question. How do you know that this baby boy belongs to the Most High? I just gave you the answer. All you have to do is say the answer in reverse. Say it again.
Because it's the covenant. It's a token of the covenant.
I got you. That's true. But how do you know? How does the Lord know? Right? How do you know? How would someone know that this boy is dedicated to the Most High God?
From circumcision.
Say it again.
From the circumcision.
Which means what?
A sacrifice.
Which means what?
Salakia.
That boy had to hurt. Do you understand?
Kind of.
That boy had to hurt and cry and scream and go through pain and affliction to prove that I am making a statement to the Lord that I belong to the Lord. Do you understand?
Yeah, kind of.
That is the point. That's the point. The Lord isn't primitive. He's practical. Do you understand?
Right.
The Lord isn't some animal like the Africans, those dumb false gods the Africans serve, that Dr. Umar Johnson and his foolishness serves. That's not our God. Our God is the one true living God. And he's not primitive. Our God is making this baby boy suffer for a reason. He's making him suffer for a reason. And that's the reason. You understand? That's the reason it's a covenant. Yeah, the Lord could have said what? The Lord could have made a covenant with the boy to do anything. At 7 days old or 7 years old, the Most High God could have been like those foolish Christians who say, Catholics. You ever heard of being confirmed in the Catholic Church? Have you ever heard that before?
Nah.
Right? Being confirmed in the church is like you say like 13 Hail Marys and you recite a scripture out of something that is not even the Bible, I believe, in the Catholic Church. Some sister or brother in the comments, get me right on that. If any of you were raised Catholic in the world, tell me what that is. Being confirmed is like at 8 years old. It's like a quinceañera for Issachar. It's like their rite of passage, like a stupid mazel tov. What is it called that Jewish people do? Their birthday. That's what a confirmed is like. I'm a Catholic now. I'm putting my stamp. I'm showing you that I'm a Catholic. The Lord could have done that. He could have said, well, listen, when a boy turns 7 years old, he has to recite Genesis 7:2. He didn't do that. You know why? Because imagine how easy that would be, Kakam. Imagine how
Right.
easy that would be, brothers and sisters. There is no hurt in that. There is no giving anything up for that. Christians think a sacrifice is being convenienced. Do you understand, Kakam? Christians think a sacrifice, it means that it is going to be convenient for them. That's why they believe that water baptism saves their lives. That's why they believe that after they become dedicated to the Lord, after they become saved to Jesus, they can still get high, they can still have sex with whores, they can still divorce their husband, they can still be terrible parents. There is no change in a Christian from their sacrifice to the Lord. No change.
Right.
Sacrifice is supposed to change you. How do I know? Because it means you have to hurt for this thing. That's what you read for the definition. You're giving up something that is valuable, brother. The skin on your penis is valuable. I don't know if you know that or not. It's Salakia.
Right.
That's a valuable thing because if you cut it off, it's going to be painful. In that region, it's going to be painful. It hurts. That sacrifice. Give me Genesis, the 22nd chapter. Give me that other one that I sent you. Genesis 22, I believe.
Yeah, if I could, just imagine, shit, Abraham, he had to do it when he was grown. You know what I mean? So, woo! I can only imagine having to chop the rod off the skin, the foreskin,
brother.
While you grown.
Listen, that's how you know who's gonna serve the Lord. And you know what? Give Cucumber a hand. Give him a hand. Brother, if the Most High God asks you as 50 years old to get circumcised now, you're going to see who really serves God now.
Right.
Some with brother that wants to serve God, say it again.
No, I was going to say with no, like, numbing stuff.
Brother, it ain't enough salt. It ain't enough saltpeter in the world that's going to help you at 50 years old after you get a circumcision. Believe me, after 8 days old, brother, it ain't enough saltpeter and horse tranquilizer in the world to sedate a rod that's got the foreskin removed. Yikes. It's a rough ordeal. You will know who serves God in that day. When the Lord say, listen, you 50, but shit, you ain't never been circumcised. It's time to go get circumcised. You will see who runs for the hills. You'll see who's all talk, which is why it is so heavy. Now you see why it's so heavy, Kakam. Now you just highlighted why it's so important. You just highlighted what sacrifice really is. Christians think sacrifice is being convenienced, which is why they never change, because they never give up anything. They never do anything to serve God. You know how easy it is to sing songs and dance? You know how easy that is to go to church every Sunday religiously and sing songs to Jesus about how beautiful God is and glorious God is. That's what are you? Okay, let's sing songs about how good God is. Now I'm going to go shoot up a Catholic school full of children inside of it. We're going to pray to Jesus every Sunday religiously at 10 o'clock in the morning. But then when I get out of service, I go have sex with your wife.
Right.
I go to service on Sunday and I praise God and I give my tithe and offering to Jesus. But then on Monday, I go and molest all of the children in my neighborhood. I don't know what Christians are accomplishing. I think they're doing nothing. I think it's better if the Christians, if all the pastors in the world give the keys to their buildings to the most, to Command and General Yana. If all of the pastors in America just gave their keys to Command and General Yana, we could really do some work out. There will be more change. The ghetto will be paralyzed overnight. But you have a building with a steeple on the outside of it, and it's full of child molesters. It's full of whores, full of strippers, full of drug dealers, full of murderers, full of liars, full of thieves, full of homosexuals. And they never change, Kakam, because they don't know what sacrifice is. What do you sacrifice to serve the Lord? Nothing. You sacrifice nothing. You don't give up dope to serve your own children. You know, these women get their kids taken by CPS because they don't want to get off drugs. Because they don't want to get off drugs.
Right.
and you are going to serve God. Come on now. What do you sacrifice to serve the Lord? The Lord made a covenant with Abraham that every male be born that's born in his home, and all of his children and children's children's children throughout his generations, the males, they all must be circumcised. They all have to hurt to come. They all have to feel pain. That proves to the Lord, this boy here, he's showing me something could come. He's showing me that his father wants him to serve me. This is an Israelite baby boy here. This is an Israelite baby boy here. How do I know? Because the foreskin of his penis has been cut, and he's cried and he's whined and moaned because of the pain he was in at 8 days old. Now he's a full-grown man. You better not pick up pork. You better not touch a whore. You had to sacrifice as a little boy for that. Your father had to get your foreskin cut off just to fulfill the covenant with the Most High God. So you can hurt and feel pain as a little boy. Now, as you get older, what's supposed to happen? That's supposed to mean something. Now, of course, as we all know, if you don't know, by the time Christ comes on the scene, guess what could come? It means nothing. Did you know that?
Right.
Did you know that the
kind of.
Pharisee and Sadducee was circumcised? All of the Jews that lived in Israel all the male Jews lived in Israel were all circumcised, and they were still eating pork, still having sex with whores, still committing adultery, still being murderers. So guess what it ended up meaning? Nothing. And that's what happens when you add religion to things. It becomes tradition of men and not tradition of God. It becomes meaningless, which is why the church is a losing battle. They're fighting a losing battle. Why? Because they don't have the tools to truly serve God. Because it's religious. You go to church Sunday, you celebrate Christmas December 25th. This is just religious things. This isn't biblical. This isn't spiritual. It isn't spiritual to go sing praise and worship songs. To go bang a tambourine isn't spiritual. What are you doing? What effort does it take to go bang a tambourine? I can get high in the church and go bang a tambourine. I can get oral sex from a girl in the church and then go sing a song in the choir. You can molest the children in the damn church and go sing the best song anyone's ever heard. It means nothing. It means nothing. And over time, circumcision meant nothing because we were still doing things that displease God. God requires a sacrifice. Keep going. Read what you got, Salaki. Read what you got out.
Yeah, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 21. And forgot where was we starting at?
Verse 1.
All right, And the Most High visited Sarah as he had said.
No.
High...
Are you in Genesis? No, you in Genesis 21. Genesis 22. You want to go one more over?
Oh, okay.
Unless it was a specific verse in 21 you needed to read.
No, you did send 21 though.
Oh, I sent 21 and 2.
Yeah, but
I did. But go to you can skip
you want
it
me
out.
To go straight to 22?
Yeah, you can read verse 2. Go ahead, you can read 21 and 2. The reason I sent you this one was for the circumcision point, but I broke it down. But go ahead and read what you got.
Genesis 21 and 2. For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which the Most High had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. Mm-hmm. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as the Most High had commanded him.
You see that? Like Abraham was a man of character. Now you can go to 22 and start at verse 1. Abraham Gabar was a man of character. This is a man that all of us brothers should inspire to be like. We should aspire to be like a man of character. like Commander Juliana, a man of loyalty and character, right? Like Abraham, who does what he's told to do. The Lord said, this is what you should do, and Abraham obeyed. That's how but it is so masculine to obey the orders of a man. That is very masculine, and it should make you feel like a soldier, like a man. It should make you feel like more of a man when a man above you gives an order to you and you say "Kana one kan, sir," and then you complete the order. You should feel like a man, because that is what I mean. It's amazing. That's what you are as a goddamn man. Instead of what are you in the world, right? Brother, this past weekend here in Kansas City, me, Elisha, Quinay Agabars, we took to the streets, right, in Westport, down here in Kansas City. Could come. You and Tazan should have been there, brother. We out there interviewing brothers who are GDs. I had no clue they were GDs, right? They was seeing our Shields of David, and we started to interview him. And they ripping around. Oh, damn, where y'all get y'all 6 points from? Where y'all get y'all 6 points from? I don't know what they. I'm like, nah, nigga, this is a Shield of David. What you talking about 6 points? And we had a good interview. And they said that they started to talk about Israelites the night before we interviewed them. They said, man, I know this is God. They said, I know this is God because we were just all sitting down last night as they were smoking weed could come, and they were having an epiphany about the Most High and how we're Israelites. And so I started to ask them questions could come, and they said the brother was trying to sound so eloquent like a lawyer. He thought he was a goddamn lawyer, some Ephraimite brother. I believe he was an Ephraimite from Kansas City. They all was from Kansas City. And he said, I said, what do y'all know? They asked me, what organization are we with? And I said the ISUPK under Commander Juliana, the Israelite School of UPK under Commander Juliana. And I said, y'all need to join us. Right? Y'all need to come into the truth with us and join y'all's brothers. And they said, well, we are a part of an organization. This one brother, he thought he was a damn lawyer. And I'm listening to him. He talking so goddamn fast could come. He said, we already a part of an organization. We are growth and development. And I was like, okay, well, I don't even know what he's talking about. I'm like, growth and development. I never heard of growth and development. And this poor brother, they was all out there smoking weed and made my damn lungs burn. And they were saying, oh yeah, growth and development. I was like, hold on, growth and development. I said, nigga, you talking about the gang GD? And they all was like, no. We're not a gang. We're not a gang. We're an organization. We're all about the uplifting of black men. And I said, what? You talking about the niggas from Chicago, Larry Hoover and them that was killing people and selling dope in Chicago that had all of those black men sell drugs and they all ended up in prison? That growth and development? That is what you're talking about? And I'm just sitting there like this could come. I'm like, growth and development? Nigga, you talking about the gang? No, we're not a gang. Right. We're not a gang. We got into all these damn GDs, and I'm like, what in the F are they talking about, could come? They're not a gang. Why did Larry Hoover spend all that time in prison then? What are you talking about? You don't do anything illegal. This nigga had the nerve to tell me, they said that they don't do any illegal activities, could come. Shit. Can you believe that, could come?
Man, look.
The gangster disciples said they didn't ever participate. They don't participate in illegal activities. That they all about uplifting their community. It's rough out here, brothers and sisters. The sister says, the sister Yapashiyar says, because what is growth and development? That's what I'm trying to figure out, sis. What are they growing and developing? Right. Prisons, Cook County Jail. Because that's who fills up Cook County Jail could come is growth and development. GD, go ahead. What you gonna say?
So like they all try to switch up the meaning to it, like because they knew they was coming under heat. You know what I mean? Just like the Crips, they changed theirs to like community revolution and progress.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like they are, but it's all just trying to be fake politically correct, you know what I'm saying? But we all know that it was all destruction. It was growth and destruction. That's what it was. Not growth and development. It was growth and destruction.
Give my brother a hand. Give him a hand because that is the absolute damn truth. Yapashia, I don't understand it either, sis. And listen, this is what blows my mind. I had to ask two gang experts, Elias Shah and Kunal Yagabar here in Kansas City. I had to ask my two main men here in Kansas City. because I don't know about street life, gang culture, or none of that stupid, foolish garbage. I never knew about that in the world. I don't know about it in the truth act. So I had to ask them. I said, what is that about people who aren't from the place where the gang was created? How are they GD in 2025 in Kansas City? Them niggas never stepped foot in Chicago. I asked them, I said, oh, y'all GD? I said, so are y'all from Chicago? No, we from Kansas City. Nigga, what in the F are you talking about?
Right.
I said, that's like being a Crip and a Blood, and you're not from Los Angeles. You're not from Compton or Watts or Rolling 60s out there in California. What are you talking about? That's not something that you can just be a part of. Like, oh, I'm GD today. Nigga, this is a block that you had to be born on in Chicago. Like if you were GDK or if you were BD, this is a block that you're born on. This is you from the place, like a Crip or a Blood. If you're a Blood, you're from that Blood set in Los Angeles from the 70s. If you're a Crip, you're from that Crip set in Los Angeles from the 70s. Meaning you had to be born in this place. What are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't get it. I still don't understand it could come. And my head is going to explode if I try to keep explaining it. So we're going to move on. Okay? Because I don't understand that silly, foolish garbage of gang culture. Right? You niggas need to come into the UPK and serve the Most High God. Privately grown weed. Yes, I don't know. Definitely destruction. It blew my mind. I thought they was from Chicago. Surely I thought they was from Chi-Town. They're from right here in my city, in Kansas City, 6 hours, 7 hours away from Chicago, Illinois. And they're GD. Sister said there are GDs from Chicago that came here and started. I'm familiar now, sis. I'm familiar with it now. The brothers had to tell me could come. The sister said that's insane. They wouldn't make it in Chicago. Listen, sis, Basha Mafia, Pasha Yard, Kagumka Bar, it hurts my head to think about it. Right?
Yeah.
It just hurts my head, okay? Because I don't think brothers and sisters from the streets really understand the streets like they think they do. If you're Crip or Blood, you're from Los Angeles. If you're not, you're just like a child. You're a child if you join a gang anyway. But damn, you could be from your own city and start your own thing. That's what I mean, just thinking how I would think. I wouldn't want to try to emulate somebody from another city is my point. You're from Kansas City. Nigga, be from Kansas City. You're from Chicago. Be from Chicago. You get my point? So this weekend, we battling these, we having a conversation with these GDs. And, of course, I'm telling them, come to the truth. I gave them our information. They have our business cards, scanned our QR code, could come, right? Everything pulled up. I prayed to God that they come into this school to save their life. I pray to God they come into this school to save their life, right? But to the point I was making about circumcision and about sacrifice, those brothers need to come in here and sacrifice to the Most High God. They need to give up the GD gang culture life that they love so much, so they can come in here and serve God. And that goes for not just those brothers. I'm not trying to hurt or offend or make them sound, I'm not trying to offend those brothers. I'm not trying to hurt those brothers. And I'm not just coming down on those brothers. Like the sisters say, they need love. Absolutely, says give her a hand. Not only do they need love, they need order and they need the UPK. And that they can find in here. They can find love and order in the UPK. That's what they need. And that's why I'm saying they need to give that up and serve the Most High God. And that goes not only for them, could come, that goes for you brothers and sisters who are Christians. Because do you know something I thought about could come as I left having a conversation with those brothers who claim to be GD from Kansas City? The one thing I thought about was these brothers are willing to risk their lives for gangster disciples.
Right.
These brothers are doing something that they don't know what they're doing. And they love it. They love GD. You should have seen the enthusiasm on their face when they start to talk about gangster disciples. And I started to think as I left that conversation with them, I said, this is Black Christians, Kakam. This is Black Muslims, right? I know we put a mark. The Black community always tries to put a stain on brothers and sisters in gangs. But what black people don't understand is if you are in the Christian church, you are worse than those brothers and sisters that are GD. You are worse than the brothers who are Crips and Bloods if you go to the Christian church. If you go to the Muslim mosque, you're worse than them. You have to give up Christianity to serve God. Just like those brothers in that gang has to give up being gangster, they have to denounce gangster disciple, black disciple, Crip, Blood, Rolling 60s, whatever that garbage is you're a part of. You have to denounce it. Well, Cucumber Bar, what do black Christians have to do? They have to give that garbage up too. They got to sacrifice that religious, stupid belief of Christianity and Islam to serve the Most High God. To serve God, you got to give all that garbage up. Go ahead and read what
if I could, yeah. So like, you know, like the GDs and the Vice Lords, it all kind of stemmed from religion anyway. That's why they stole the shield of David.
Break it down for me, because I don't know. I don't know anything about gangs. Please break it down for me.
And so, like, if you don't know, a lot of Vice Lords or whatnot, they're like Muslims. So that's why in the Vice Lords they use the 5-pointed star or the crescent moon and the star. You know what I'm saying? Because they all their leader or whatnot came from a Islamic background. So they try to fake institute some of that religiousness into their gang violence or whatnot and organized crime, I should say. But that's why his name was King David, or David, who he ended up stealing the shield of David and made the BDs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then Larry Hoover came along and then they came together, you know what I'm saying? Then you had Ford, who was with the with the Vice Lords, but he was like a Muslim. That's why they used the 5-point star. But it all kind of comes from somewhat of a religious background.
So, you know Cucumber Bar, are you telling me that all of it is just the philosophy of man?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also they was trying to fight against what they, in the inception, they would try to say it was against oppression, and it's a lack of brotherhood. You know what I mean?
Give the brother a hand. The same thing with the Crips and I'm from Kansas City, and if you're from Kansas City, you know Kansas City is a little Los Angeles / Oakland, California. So all of the culture of Oakland and Bay Area we received here. We talk the same, we listen to the same music, our music sounds the same. We're just the cousins of Oakland, California, of the Bay Area, and we have a lot of their culture. It's the same thing, right? And one day I'm gonna do research on if we came from the same place in the South, because I would peradventure Blacks and Hispanics that live in California, the reason we have the same culture in Kansas City, Missouri, is because we came from the same place in the South. I'm gonna research that. If anyone knows, if you're from Kansas City, you know what I'm talking about. We're the same. We're just the same. So when it comes to Crips and the Bloods, who niggas in Kansas City think that they could come, right? It goes the same way. It comes from the Black Panther Party, and it comes from them breaking off in Compton and LA. They split up. One started Community Resistance in Progress. The other started Bloods, which is supposed to represent family. But like you just said, because we have a lack of family, because we have a lack of what a healthy family is, because we have a lack of brotherhood, we end up turning on each other, selling dope to each other, killing each other, all for colors that America has in their flag. Because really, it's just an extension of white supremacy. That's all it is. The same with BD, GD, any gang. It's all an extension of white supremacy. That's all it is, right? It's all just like Christianity is an extension of white supremacy. It's the same thing. And the sister said something also heavy. Give her a hand, Yapashiar. She said, Khan, risk their lives for men who won't feed them, who will steal their women, who will rape and murder their children. That is the truth. That is the absolute truth. Here you are in a gang following some man who don't give a damn about you, know you, and it is not of God anyway. You're doing it for a false sense of security. The same reason why some brothers may become Muslim when they go to prison could come. They just want to, they want to feel protected. They want to feel like they have brothers that they can depend on and kill for and die for and go to jail for. If that is what you're looking for, brothers and sisters, then you should join the ISUPK. Because not only will you find that here, but you also find the love of Christ here. You also find the truth here. That's what you'll find here. You won't find a bunch of nuts, immature maniacs who are just looking to do violent acts against people who disrespect their brothers. You will find a group of brothers who actually love each other, a group of sisters who actually love each other. You will find what Christ built in the Bible. That's what you'll find in the UPK. You won't find that with gangs could come. And do you want to know why on the subject? Do you want to know why? Not you could come, but anyone out there want to know why you will find that here in the truth? Because the men who the brothers, the seven heads who started the ISUPK to continue the works of Christ, they had to sacrifice things in order to establish the school. In order for Commander Junior to not waver, to stand strong in the faith, there was so much he had to sacrifice. That's the lesson you better see. Your gang leaders could come. They didn't have to sacrifice anything. Your Christian religious leaders, they don't sacrifice anything. But Commander Junior, he had to sacrifice everything so that we could be here now teaching the truth and the gospel of Christ. So that we could have brotherhood and sisterhood today and have the Lord's Passover today. There was a man who had to sacrifice everything. You understand? There was some man who had to go and say, you know what? I understand that this world, Christ did it. Listen, our King Christ had to sacrifice his life for us. Now, what do you think? You're going to go away? You're going to get away scot-free? That you won't have to sacrifice anything, that you won't have to give up anything, that life and serving God is all about convenience for you? Nah, man. The sister said brotherhood and sisterhood. Damn right, sis. Damn right. That's what I'm willing to sacrifice everything for that, Dipashiar. For this brotherhood and this precious sisterhood and brotherhood we have in here, I'm willing to sacrifice everything. What are you willing to sacrifice for what you love? Right? Because I have seen mothers sacrifice their children for a hit of crack cocaine could come. I have seen fathers sacrifice their freedom to sell drugs. I've seen you sacrifice for sin. I've seen you sacrifice for America. You know what I saw when I was in the oppressor's military? I saw black men and women sacrificing their lives and their limbs just for a country that doesn't love their people. For a country they're going to come home to with no legs, half of a head. I was on deployment with a cat who got hit in the head with the arresting gear wire. He has a prosthetic leg now. The thing took out his goddamn legs could come. This wasn't even on deployment. This was a workup before deployment called Com2X. And now he has half a leg. He's an Issacharite brother, older Issacharite brother. He has to be about 45 now, right? He has one leg could come, all in service to his country, who is deporting his abuela and his abuelo. I saw you sacrifice your life and limbs to serve America. I've seen you sacrifice for the Christian church. Oh boy, I've seen you. Listen, sometimes it gives me bad dreams and nightmares to think about life in the Christian church as a child. When I think about everything my parents and family would sacrifice for a Christian church, who does nothing for the Black and Hispanic community. Nothing for the Black and Hispanic community. Right. We sacrifice our last paycheck to a pastor who won't come and see you on your hospital bed. I've saw the sacrifices you made for things that are not of God. What are you willing to sacrifice for the things that are of the Most High? What are you willing to sacrifice for the Most High? What are you willing to give up? This is what Abraham was willing to sacrifice. This is what Abraham was willing to give up. Read what you got, Kakan.
Khan, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 22, and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that God did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here I am. Mm-hmm. And he said, Take now thy son, thine only son, Isaac.
Hold on now. Slow down. Taste every word of that, Kakam. Taste every word of that, brother. Go ahead, read that again. Not from the top, but read it again from verse 2, where he says, and he said, take now thy son.
Kanawakan. And he said, take now thy son.
Thy
son.
Brother, the Most High God is about to ask Abraham to make another sacrifice. Remember, he already gave him the covenant of circumcision. Now he's asking Abraham to do something else now, Kakam. See, you thought it was over, Kakam. You thought that as you were coming into the truth and you lost all your mama, that's a big one, Kakam. My God, if I hear another, my mama don't want me in the truth. My brothers, my family, my mommy and my daddy, my aunts, my cousins said that this is the house of Satan, that this is a cult. My mother said this was a cult. I shouldn't be in there with you because it's a cult. Imagine how many times you're going to hear that in the truth, about how this is a cult and mommy don't want me in here. You thought that sacrificing your relationship with your mom was the only sacrifice you had to make, Kakam. That's what they think, Kakam. They think, well, when I come in there and serve the Lord, it's really just the relationships with my family. You thought it ended there, didn't you? You thought that that was all you were going to have to give up to serve God. You're wrong. You're wrong. The Lord requires a sacrifice. It doesn't say how many times could come.
Right.
The Lord is going to continue to test you, and the Lord is going to continue to require something from you. Why? Why? To prove that you really are here to serve God. You got to prove something to the Most High. Just like, and this is what, and as a father, you see, young in the world, you don't really understand the Bible if you're not taught by the men of God in the ISUPK. But I'm going to tell you something as a father with sons. Brother, the younger, the better to test them. You get a son when he's young, you want to test him. You want to see what he's made of. Does it stop when he turns 8 years old, Kakam? Does the test stop when he's 8?
La.
Does it stop when he's 15?
La.
It stops when he's completed the mission. That's when it stops. It stops when he's shown you who he is. That's when it stops, Doc. He could be 25. I can still test my son at 25. I'm giving the nigga my goddamn inheritance.
Right.
I need to test him. You get the point now? Like, that's the Most High. He's a father with an inheritance to give his children. I need to test you to make sure that you're not going to squalor it like Donald Trump did his father's $1 billion inheritance. He squallered it on bad business deals. I need to make sure you won't be some spoiled rich boy. If I give you everything, you won't appreciate the things that you have.
Right.
I need to see how much you're willing to work for this covenant, for this promise, for this inheritance. So I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you again and again and again so you can prove yourself to me. And in turn, it makes you a better man. It makes you a better woman. It makes you fine gold, Doc. Because you tried so many times, Doc. You tried so many times, Kakam. You finally are a man now. Now, as a father with sons, you see, okay, I see his weaknesses. I'm going to attack his weaknesses. I want to see what he's made out of. I want him to show me what he has. And I'm going to do it again and again. And it's going to get harder and harder and harder. You Christians have lied to us. You told us after we were saved that everything was going to be okay. You Muslims lied to us. You taught us after we believed in Allah and Muhammad that we will never, nothing would happen to us. You said that everything was going to be all right because everything is in Jesus' hands. That's what the Christians teach us. The Christians taught us that everything was going to be okay, that it was smooth sailing like the Isley Brothers song. Smooth sailing, baby. You thought it was going to be smooth sailing after you gave your life to Christ.
Hey, if I
Then
could,
your son, go ahead, please, come.
They said it was easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah, like Lionel Richie. You look like Lionel Richie. You
look
like Lionel Richie. He's singing Lionel Richie song. That's Lionel Richie, can come. Damn right. easy like Sunday morning, brother. Yes. That's what the Christians, they made songs about it. It was going to be easy. All you got to do is get to death. That's what Christians teach you. Just die. That's what Christians look forward to, is dying. In the UPK, we look forward to living. And we look forward to living for Christ, living for the Most High. But you know what it takes to come? It takes sacrifice out. What do you sacrifice to serve God? What are you giving up? So many times could come, and especially when you're young in the truth, you think that the thing that you're sacrificing is such a big offering. You think that by you having to check in every Wednesday to that camp leader of yours, that is the hardest thing you've ever had to do in life. You brothers, you been through Hebrew Academy, think about the test that you had to endure. And every Sunday you was thinking to yourself, damn, this is hard. And then the next Sunday it got harder. And then the Sunday after next it got harder and got harder. And then you went to Hebrew trials. And brother, then it was really hard. And now you saw what all of the other Sundays before Hebrew trial was all about. You see, this thing called life, the Most High God requires something of us in this life. He requires something of us in this life. And the thing that you think that you sacrificed, that you have given up to serve God, it gets worse. It gets harder. It gets tougher. Why? Why does it? Because the Lord is a perfect Father. And he wants to see what you're made out of. You understand? He wants to see. This goes for brothers and sisters. You sisters think that just your relationship with your mom is the only thing in jeopardy when you come into the truth. You think that your children are going to hate you because they can't celebrate birthdays no more when you come into the truth. That's it, sis? That's all the sacrifice you think you're going to make? Is that it? Oh, no. No. The Lord has something worse for you. Christians tell you everything gets better. Kakum Gabar, I hate to break the bad news to y'all, but it gets worse.
Right.
It gets worse. Children get lost. You understand, Kakum? Some of these brothers and some of these mothers and fathers in the truth had to bury their children, their daughters and their sons. They had to bury their spouses. Do you understand that? They lost loved ones. They had to sacrifice a lot and then turn around and have to do it all again. Sacrifice this. This house gets burned down. This happens to this. You lose your job. You're working 4 jobs as a camp leader just to provide for your camp. Just to provide as a young officer coming in. You're working all these slaves. You got to check in, make it to camp, go to Hebrew Academy. You're doing all of this for a reason. You're showing God something.
Right.
You see how it hurts to do that? Brother, I don't even want to imagine burying my child. But can you imagine the hurt behind? Oh, God, come on now. I got to move off of that. I got to move off of that, brother. The hurt and the pain that you felt. You're not doing, that's not in vain. It's for a purpose. God wants to see, is this brother or sister going to stay loyal to me, even though I took his son, even though I took his daughter, even though I allowed his wife to walk out on him, whore on him, all of his children gone, house gone, job gone. Now he has to start over from scratch. Start over from scratch. Give the sister Apache our hand. Hardest thing sis. We love you, sis. You understand, Apache? We absolutely love you. This sister is a pillar in this school and a pillar here in the ISUPK Kansas City zone camp. You understand? An amazing sister, amazing mother, hardcore sister in the truth. And she's a sister who had to sacrifice a lot. She's one of those sisters, if I may, sis, whose son she had to bury, which is not naturally, okay, if y'all don't know, you're supposed to go before your child, not the other way around. That's the way it's supposed to happen. But this sister buried her son. She had to bury her son, Kakum. You were there. You remember. We shared that burden together. We shared that together, sis. That's my sister. That's our sister. and we had to
Damn
bury
right.
our brother, her son. What are you willing to sacrifice, Ak? What are you willing to give up to serve God? Your weekends, weed, a Wednesday check-in to your camp leader? You know it takes more than that to serve the Lord, don't you?
Right.
You know it won't be convenient to serve God. It's not about convenience. You understand that, right? It's not about being convenient. Well, I don't want to do this because it's going to mess up my work schedule. F that job. What are you talking about, a job? Donald Trump is sending troops all over the country. And you what are you thinking about? Jobs and money and wives and pussy like a vagina. What are you thinking about? Your focus should be on serving the Most High in these last days. If you want to serve God, brothers and sisters, you're going to have to sacrifice something. Read what you got, Kakun. Most High Christ is I am the bar. And it is an absolute honor to call you my sister and to be your brother, sis. Most High Christ, I am the bar, sis. Read what you got, Kakun. Take now thy son.
Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom
This is
thou
his only
lovest.
son, Kakun. This is his only son. I don't know if you brothers notice or not, but children are a blessing, but sons carry on your name. Sons carry on that name. And as a father to have a son, it's like, damn, it is a blessing from the Most High for a man to be able to have a son. If it ain't just but one son, right? But just one son, it's a blessing. Why? Because this boy, he is going to be a reflection of you. Your daughter will get married to a man and lose your name, and now she'll be property to this man. Your son, he will marry wives and have beautiful children, and they will all be raised up under your name. So having one son is a miracle. Do you understand? It's a blessing. And the Most High God is telling Abraham, take your only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, because God knows that Abraham loves his son. He knows this. He's not a terrible father like a lot of our fathers in the world were terrible fathers because of oppression. They were terrible fathers. A lot of them wasn't even around. This wasn't Abraham and Isaac. Abraham was a good father who loved his son, who was raising him up under the ordinances and the laws of the Most High. Keep reading, Nak.
And get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
What is the Most High God asking Abraham to do? Not you could come. Someone in the comments. Most High Christ says the water for my UPK family. Most High Christ, listen, says the water for the water. Barakatha Yahweh Yahweh Shah for our UPK family. Damn right. Damn right for it. Listen, sis. These brothers and sisters in the world just don't know how good we got it in here, man. They just don't know. People in the world talk about family and brotherhood and sisterhood. They don't really know what the hell they're talking about. The sacrifices I have seen brothers and sisters, whether they're over me or under me in rank, that I've seen brothers and sisters make in this school just to help another, man, come on now, to help somebody else, to love someone else, to be there for someone else. This is the kingdom of heaven, Akim. The ISUPK is under Commander Journey Hana is the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so yeah, Most High Christ, the sister is absolutely right. Give her a hand, could come. The water for my UPK family. Most High Christ for our UPK family says, I'm right there with you. Sister Mommy Mariam says, offer up his son. Speak plainly, Sister Mommy Mariam. What is the Most High God asking Abraham to do? Offer up his son how? Offer him up on a platter, right? What is he telling Abraham to do? What is he ordering Abraham to do? Remember, this isn't a suggestion, Kakam. This is a commandment. This is an order he's giving to Moses. The sister Mommy Mariam responded and said, the Most High is asking Abraham to unalive his son. Yes, give her a hand. The Most High God is asking. I'm sorry, like not asking. I shouldn't. You don't say ask. He's not asking Abraham anything. The Most High God is telling Abraham to unalive, to kill his son. That's what he's telling him to do. This is an order. The same way he ordered him to get a circumcision, and for all of the males to get circumcisions on the 8th day. He's telling and ordering Abraham to take Isaac up, his only son, to Mount Moriah for a burnt offering upon one of those mountains to kill him. To kill him. Keep going, Kakon.
Reading on. Verse 3. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass and took 2 of his young men with him and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which the Most High told him. Verse 4. Salaki. Then on the 3rd day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with this ass, and I, and the lad will go yonder and worship and come again to you. Verse 6. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together. Verse 7. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father and said, my father. And he said, here I am, my son. And he said, behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Verse 8. And Abraham said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which God had told of him. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order and bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
Ooh, stop there, Kakon. Yikes. Abraham had a knife in his hand. He told his young man to stay there, right? He couldn't tell anybody he was about to go kill his son. They would be like, what? What are you doing? They would have arrested him. They would have took him in. They would have, stopped him they would have tried to prevent him from doing it. So he had to tell the young man, just stay here. I'm going to go up here with my son. I'm going to teach him a few things, right? I'm going to go up here with him. We got things to do. So the young man stayed back with the asses. He took Isaac up there. He ain't tell Isaac yet, right? He told Isaac, we got to go. We got to come up here. We got to do this. We got to do that. And so now he took his son, put him on the altar. He took that knife, and read that again, Kakam. Verse 10.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
He took the knife to slay his son. So Abraham, he has this knife in his hand, and he's just like this. Oh, y'all can't see me. He's like this with the knife. He's coming down with the knife to kill his son. Keep going.
Verse 11. And the angel of the Lord called upon him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here I am. And he said, lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest the Most High, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Most High Christ.
Man. Come on, man. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Abraham was hardcore. He was hardcore.
Right.
Abraham listened and obeyed the Most High God. He listened to and obeyed the Most High God. The Most High God wanted him to kill his son. Now listen, let me tell y'all nuts out there something. It's sad I even have to say this, Kakam. Let me preface this by saying the Lord is not telling any of you to sacrifice your children.
Right.
Okay? Don't go out there like some stupid idiots who are schizophrenic and go kill your children or put your children in any harm or danger. Don't do that. The Lord is not giving anybody an order to go and sacrifice their kids. The Lord haven't told you to sacrifice anything. The Lord told your dumb ass to sacrifice picking the wrong wife to have sex with. That's what you need to sacrifice. Give up having sex with hoes, Doc. You sisters, give up opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Give that up. Don't hurt the kids. Don't touch your children. Bring your kids into the UPK. You give up weed and drugs and having illicit sex. Give that up. Give up relying on alcohol, being a damn alcoholic. Give all of that up. Give up voting in America. That's what you need to sacrifice. And that goddamn disgusting Christian church. Don't touch them kids. God is not telling anybody out there to hurt your children, your spouse, or yourself. God wants you to live and not die. Do you understand?
That's right.
This is not the Lord telling anybody, well, God told me that I need to go take my son up there to prove it. God wants you to stop smoking weed. You can't do that. Abraham was willing to kill his son for the Most High God. You can't even give up weed and being a GD in Kansas City, Missouri. Being a goddamn Crippin' of blood. And you think you can't stop having sex with whores. And you think God is telling you to do something else. Give up the illicit sex and drugs before you come to serve the Lord. You want to serve God? Good. Give up all of your lust. That's what you sacrifice. And to you brothers and sisters coming into the school, there's a lot more that you have to sacrifice than the things that you already have. Kukumba Bar, y'all understand? You thought that the check-ins with your camp leader on Wednesday, that was a lot. That was heavy. And you go through Hebrew Academy and you're like, man, that was heavy. There's more coming for you to sacrifice. There's more tests coming your way. Harder things that you better be ready to deal with, to fight. You better be prepared to fight Satan and to fight your oppressor. Be ready to fight anything that comes your way. Anything. Your slavery, your oppressor, Satan, your mom, your wife, those kids. Spiritually, be ready to fight it. Why? Because anything that tries to get in your way of serving the Most High God is something you better get rid of. It's something you better put to the wayside. Don't let anything in your line of sight from serving God. You brothers and sisters that are wanting to come into the truth, I don't care what the issue is. Don't let it get in your way from serving the Most High. Anything that's trying to get in your way from serving the Most High and coming into the ISUPK under Command of Juniana is something that you need to get rid of. You need to offer it up to the Lord. You understand?
Right.
You need to get it. Say, you know what? We've been married for 25 years, but every time I go to class, you telling me I hang around those brothers to get all them women. You tell me not to hang around Kukumba Bar and listen to Kukumba Bar because he gets all the bad broads. It may be time for you to look for a new wife, Salakia. It may be time for you to tell that broad, listen, babe, ain't nothing gonna stop me from listening to Kukumba Bar's Officer Kukumba Bar classes. I'ma still go to the clubs with Officer Kukumba Bar and the officers in the school and the brothers in the school. I'ma still go to class. Well, I'm leaving you if you stay in that cult. You know that's a cult, don't you? Well, bitch, I'm in a cult. Shalom. You better be willing to get rid of whatever is standing in the way from coming into the truth. Because whatever is trying to get in your way from coming into the truth, it is not of God.
Right.
You better learn
to do it. If I could, I would bring out a scripture on that. But yeah, definitely, like, especially like, you know, my family members, they see me in the UPK, you know what I'm saying? They're like, man, you dedicated, you doing this, you on the road doing that. And, man, do they pay y'all? Like, nah, we don't get paid for doing this. You know what I'm saying? We do this for the love of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We giving up, like you said, smoking weed, whores and Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we even put everything on the line when it comes down to like our relationships with our moms, our fathers, you know what I'm saying, sisters, brothers, whoever, you know what I mean, for this truth. And you know, when you got the zeal of the Lord, you ain't gonna back down on that. But if I could,
please,
I want to bring out this one, Matthew chapter 19, and verse 28.
And after this, we gone. After Kakungo Bar breaks this down, we leaving, Aki.
Khan. Yeah, so this is verse 28. And it says, and Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 29. And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit eternal, everlasting life. You know what I mean? So forsaken is somewhat like, you know, like sacrificing. Oops, like it. If I could. Yeah, there we go. You know, it's somewhat like giving up a sacrifice, you know. And so, yeah, definitely this, you know, when we putting in the work in the UPK, a lot of people can't understand it because they don't got the zeal of the Lord.
Damn right.
You know, and we definitely, you know, we try to, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We doing it all for the Most High in Christ. And I yield on that.
Damn right. Get a brother a hand. Damn right. We ain't doing this for nothing, Kakam.
Right.
What are you Christians gonna say during that day when Christ returns? I had sex with who I could. I gave that tail up to any man that smiled in my face. I smoked whatever someone gave me. I went to church on Sundays, but then I was a stripper by night. I paid my bills any way I could. I sold dope to feed my family, Christ. That's what I did. I sold dope. I was a criminal. I had sex with white women and with whores and made whores out of the daughters of Israel. That's what you're going to say? I was a terrible parent whose kids were dumb as a box of rocks because of how lazy I was and how feckless I am. That's what you Christians are going to say. That's what they're going to say, Kakam. What are we going to say in the UPK? Oh, Lord, we served you. Even though in the sight of death, we served you. When the world said we were a cult and the world was against us, our mothers were against us. We didn't have sex with anybody. We abided by the 6-month rule. That's what we did. We followed rules and your laws and your statutes and commandments. We stayed loyal to you through everything, through adversity. We stopped going to church. We denounced our gang affiliations. We became new creatures. We became a new man and a new woman. We served you, oh Lord. You Christians won't be able to say that, Kakam. They won't be able to say how they served the Lord and stood strong with the Most High. Christians, they blew wherever the wind blew. They weren't able to give up. They weren't able to sacrifice their relationships with their family to serve God. They have to be liked by their family, liked by their co-workers. They can't be labeled a cult. They can't be labeled they're in a cult member like you and I could come. They can't have the FBI come to their home. Damn that. We're willing to die for the truth. Die for it. Die for Christ. Die for our brothers and our sisters, man. That's what we're willing to do. You Christians, man, come on. You go to prison and become a Muslim. You go to prison and become a Muslim. You can't even stand on Christianity when you go to prison because of how scared you are, because of your lack of faith in the thing that you claim you believe. We are the exact opposite of you. And because of that, when Christ returns in the regeneration act, when Christ returns, those who served him first, Peter and Paul and James and John, they will come back. They will come back in the regeneration, and they will be with Christ the same way they were with Christ when they were alive before. And the same will happen to us. All the brothers and sisters who died while they were in the truth, who stayed loyal until the end. All those loyal members of Christ who endured to the end, they're coming back first, Kakam. They never died. They never died. We never die, y'all. You understand, Kakam? We're going to live forever. We're going to live forever, brother. And when Christ returns, we will be the ones judging the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. We'll be the ones judging the world because we stayed loyal to the Lord, because we passed our test, because we endured to the end. Now, what do you sacrifice to serve the Lord? Because us brothers and sisters in the UPK, we sacrifice everything. And we're willing to do it over and over and over and over again. No matter what you label us, no matter what you throw at us, no matter where you put us, how many handcuffs you put on us, no matter what happens, we are going to stay loyal to our King Christ. Now, are you able to say the same thing? That's what you better ask yourself. We're willing to do whatever it takes to serve God, whatever it requires to serve the Most High God, because we know at the end of this, we will receive the kingdom of heaven. We will receive a crown upon our head, man, by our King Christ. We're not doing this for our health. We're doing this to serve the Lord so that in the end, we are the ones ruling the planet Earth, ruling the earth under our King Christ. Now, you can join us and do the same thing, or you could stay the selfish bastard that you are. The choice is yours. Now, with that, Kakam, if you had anything else you wanted to say, go ahead and say it.
No, sir. That's
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Damn right. With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Kakam Gabar.
Come. With that, yeah, we are the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. A rule for new brother and sister: when a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're here to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after that 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the heads to marry. Ties that's a commandment. You can find that in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. That means the 10th in the Hebrew is ma'asharah. That's 10% of every penny or increase that the Lord gives you, and you give that to the Treasury Department or teacher. A priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, is not mandatory. That's whatever amount you would like. You just give that to the priest. And the upcoming holy convocations will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets. That will be September. September coming up. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's September 21st.
Right.
September 21st at sundown, and that will be the first day of the 7th month according to the Hebrew calendar. And then after that, 10 days later, we have the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement will be 10 days after the memorial blowing of the trumpet. And of course, in other words, this weekend, if you're in the East Coast, they have the East Coast Cookout at headquarters in Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? Of course, hosted by Captain Dezariak, right there in Jerusalem. So if you're out there in that region, definitely come out there to the park. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, yeah, man. Any Akim or Aqua
I could come.
Yeah, kind of one come.
Also, brothers and sisters, y'all stay tuned for the dates. For me and Kakumga Bar, we're going to be teaching a 4-part series on Wednesdays. We're going to be 4 Wednesdays in a row on how to stop child molestation. I want y'all to look out for those. That series is coming soon. Lord allow September, if not October. But look out for the promo for that date, for the dates for that class. We're going to teach a 4-part series on how to stop child molestation in the Black and Hispanic community. So, like, you could come. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of one come. But yeah, if anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, you need to start wearing all black boots, shirts, war scarf. And with that, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the teacher, man of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Matah means hands down. Sorry, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim Barak, Yahweh Shema
Yahushua.
That was Matah class dismissed.
Most High Christ. The water again come. The water brothers and sisters for joining us this evening. Check us again next Wednesday, same time, same place. Shalom.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
What you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy. Think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shorter and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy. Think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I start getting his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy. Think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I